Hello guys, welcome back to Neuro. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about my first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition that is upcoming the next month. I'm really excited, and you might wonder about the new style of video. I just felt like I'm screaming into the void. With all this highly edited videos for which I use like 5 different AI agents. Maybe you don't want it. Maybe the algorithm doesn't want it, I'm not sure. And what I try today is like, we take a walk in the woods and we look for a nice stick to carve a bit around on it, and while doing so we talk a bit about jiu-jitsu and my journey in it. And so okay, where to start? I'm at my current gym since about a year and attended classes halfway regularly. And a few weeks ago, my coach approached me and said he thinks I improved a lot, and I should consider doing the next competition. It would help me grow. I agreed with him, and now I'm in the process of doing exactly this. I attend classes more motivated, more often. What I really like is obviously the trainers at this gym, they want us to win, and when I ask specific questions or before class starts, I ask if we could do something specific that I need for my game plan. Mostly they do what I want. That's really nice. And maybe something like this isn't a big deal for most people, but I never done a sports competition or any competition before in my life. Most people do this with like 14 or 15 when they do wrestling, or in Europe judo is more usual. But for me it will be the complete first time. And training just feels different, I have to admit. I'm training now with a goal in mind. I have to breathe a bit. I'm a bit sick. Maybe we just enjoy the forests of Brandenburg for a moment. Yeah, training feels different. I do it for a purpose, and I studied the rule set pretty carefully, and what divisions they have. They are separated by skill level, weight of course, and age. I will do the Masters division, second highest weight class, and my game plan is basically shoot for a double leg as soon as the match starts, secure top position, and then go for a Kimura and hope the best. Whenever I was asked what move I want to drill during my entire jiu-jitsu journey till now, I always said escapes. So I'm pretty confident that I won't spend all the rounds in bottom side control, at least that. And Yeah, sometimes I think I can do this. It will be good, but sometimes I panic a bit because when I get smashed in sparring and for 5, 6 rounds after each other, it's sometimes a bit too much. Oh, look at this! There are mushrooms growing here. I think this one was coming up a few days ago. It already starts rotting a bit, I think, and I'm not sure if you can eat this anyways. Um, maybe I look for a few mushrooms today if I'm very sure that they are eatable. Oh, and here are some more. Maybe if you're an expert for these things, you can write me in the comments what they are and if you can eat them. For me, it seemed always a bit complicated what you can do and what not. Could this be a nice stick? There are some dogs barking. Maybe there's someone coming. Here lives some very strange woman that has like 4 German sheepdogs. She lets them run free. I don't want to meet her. I definitely don't want to meet her. Yeah, maybe let's continue. I mean, even if she thinks that these are good creatures, you can't just let 4 big dogs run free. What if they eat a child or something? It's crazy. So maybe we take a turn right at the next option, and then there should be deeper forest with more interesting sticks that we could carve around a bit on. I also have my tripod on me here, so then we film this, and yeah, let's see what this day brings. It's a very smooth and comfortable Sunday. Have to do a phone call later this day, but nothing special. Just laying around, working on a few videos, a few video ideas. To chop down or stick if we found it. I use my newly ordered Victorinox Huntsman. I lost my old one. I think it's objectively the best model from Victorinox. If you want to know more about it, check out my review channel. Nature looks always so beautiful, isn't it? I don't know where you're watching from, but if this forest looks somehow a bit strange to you, that's not really some natural reserve park or something. That's more like a tree plantation. That's nearly all forests here. They are just grown to chop them down and use them for wood. So that's no natural reserve park or something. What I'm looking for would be a preferably straight and tall staff, so we could carve a bow staff from it. I would just use the sword to take whatever I want, and then we get ourselves a nice place to further process it. Here could be a nice place to sit later. Here could be a nice place to sit later on. And I think I want to go here. That looks like the good sticks are found here. Okay, it is a bit cold. Maybe I should have done this much later in the day. But we are here. I'm afraid this stick will be cold as hell if I start carving on it. But is this what I want? This small plant? I think we can find something better. Never settle for less. And if we have to kill a small tree, I will make sure that it's worth it. I think here are only these big trees this way. Maybe we just take a bit of another way. Maybe this one. What do you think? You know, as a kid, I did this all the time. I cut down some big stick, carved it, ornamented it, engraved something in it. Maybe we take a look at this one. So I think we will take this one. He is already halfway dead, so it isn't too much of a crime. And we take a closer look. So it's pretty good. It isn't that hard to work with it. By the way, do you own any Victorinox knives? Do you think the quality decreased? Some people say that. Some people say it did. Oh, I think I used a knife from here. Clean this a bit out before I close it. So that won't be sent back. I was still thinking about keeping this one or the next bigger. Victorinox I ordered for testing, for reviewing. But this one is also far cheaper and easier to replace. So my main concern is not having not enough tools for a specific task, but more like, yeah, what if I lose it? If I lose this, I lose $30. And if I lose the bigger one, I lose $80. So My decision is clearly this one. Oops. I mean, this one was bent over and broken anyways, so yeah, I see no problem in taking this. Oh, there reappears or nemesis, the dog barking, or stalker enemy, if you like video games like this. So I think I will look for something to sit down with this. So maybe here something can be found. The most satisfying part about something like this is always to skin it if you have a relatively fresh stick. It's very funny. And we will engrave it, make all the edges nice with this new very sharp blade. Will be amazing. Here could be great. This chops down trees. If they are not too wet, it's still before, it's still early morning, so maybe I have to check this out. So, and here are we for the interesting part. And here are we for the interesting part. Now we find out what this stick wants to be. I think he is not a bow staff. He is, I think, a more nimble and fast weapon. And yeah, it's still fresh. It's should be easy to get the surface off. Yeah, I can also peel it a bit off with my fingernails. But yeah, BJJ competition. I'm a bit afraid of just embarrassing myself. I mean, if my trainer, who is a black belt, says I improved, he is probably right. But there are still these sparring rounds where I feel like I can do nothing against my opponent. He just toys around with me however he wants. And yeah, what if the competition is a sparring round like this? But I'm now at the training 3 to 4 times a week and try to improve. And on the other hand, I have to say there are some blue belts that I can smash. Just saying. So maybe they are just dog shit. That could also be the case, but my weight advantage massively helps me. Or it just wasn't their day. Or yeah, but I win relatively consistently against them. So yeah, there are better people and there are worse people at my gym. It is what it is. I think that's a pretty normal experience. And In the beginner bracket of some amateur tournaments, there's usually the biggest skill difference. Some people that do it for 1 or 2 years, some people for just a month, and I saw in the heavyweight bracket of the beginner tournament there's one guy that is 29-0. So if I can't cut for the second heaviest weight class, I have to fight literal Khabib. Heavyweight Khabib. And but still then I just try to do what I learned in training, and we will see how this plays out. I think when I decided that I want to do combat sports, I tried different martial arts. First, I had to find out what reality-based martial arts even are. I started kickboxing in the next village, but it wasn't really for me. The groups were too big. There wasn't that attention and level of instruction from the trainers that I would have preferred. And I decided to commute to the next bigger city to go into an MMA gym. And they have not only MMA courses, but they have a full-time schedule with courses in BJJ, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, and just started taking these classes, the classes that I enjoyed the most. With no specific focus, but I always tended more to the grappling sports like wrestling and jiu-jitsu, because in striking, I have to be honest, I'm always a bit afraid of getting hit. That never stopped for me, and in grappling I have to fight only my opponent and not also myself. And of course jiu-jitsu, but I think I also need wrestling. I always took the wrestling classes additionally, if I could, because if I'm a ground fighter, I also want an option to bring my opponents to the ground, and that's I think this was worth it. There are some more experienced guys in purely jiu-jitsu that I can out-wrestle. They have to pull guard when they go against me. Obviously from there on they win. I have to improve my guard passes, and by the way, after how long I'm doing this now, I think October in 2023 I first signed up for a martial arts gym. And since then, trying different things. October 2023 was my first grappling gym, Luta Livre to be specific. And now I'm doing this for nearly 2 years. And I would say, but I'm still a no stripe white belt, because I changed gyms a lot and wasn't there that regularly. Sometimes skipped the jiu-jitsu classes to give Muay Thai a second shot, and all these things. But I don't think that I'm even close to being a blue belt. There are so many guards. I still have to study the X guard, the K guard. We had this in the classes, but I barely understood it. Same with guard passing, and I mean, there are so many things that I don't understand or can't do in live sparring. I always go for a double leg and then kimura, but there are so many attacks I can't really do, so I have so much to learn and to understand. I think at this point my goal of training isn't getting a blue belt or getting it fast, but more like be more sustainable, train in a way so I can last longer. I recently discovered strength and conditioning for me. I do like a bit of kettlebell swings, a bit of rope flow, primarily because it's fun to swing around this rope. It's really cool. We'll also do this a bit with the stick if it's finished. And yeah, my goal is to not have to quit the sport, because at one point my body can't take it anymore. I think if you're barely familiar with jiu-jitsu and watched some YouTube videos on it, you saw this guy, jiu-jitsu saved my life but destroyed my body. Yeah, I don't want to end up like this guy. I really have to focus on also strengthening the neck. There I had some issues. And yeah, I still want to be able to do this, to roll, to grow when I'm like 50, 60, 70 years old. And I think that's not too unrealistic if you look at gymnastics. There are some older people that do pretty fine, that saved their physical abilities due to this sport. I think that's one of the better options. Obviously, it's a lot of work for me. I'm a heavier guy, and some muscle ups. Yeah, this will be a goal to achieve. But it will be a long way. And as you see, we get closer and closer to our goal to fully skin this stick. The next step then will be to rounding out these all these edges where the other sticks came from, and they were still attached. And this part of this task, I noticed maybe it wouldn't be that bad if I had decided for the Swiss champ. Then I had also a file. Maybe I reconsider this, but it's a very expensive knife, and I think I would be more hesitant of using it than with this humble huntsman that costs like half of it. We do this very, very cleanly. It's a so meditative task. That's why I really like this. I think today was a good decision. I really needed this. I always did this when I was younger, just going into the woods with my pocket knife or some machete and finding a nice stick and just carving it and making some fantasy weapon out of it. Sometimes I engraved them, sometimes I burned some patterns in it, and I had every conceivable every weapon imaginable made out of a stick. I had a wizard staff like Gandalf. I had a really good sword. I don't know what wood this stick was, but it never broke, no matter what I hit with it. I also had a pretty good bow staff. Maybe that's something we look in the next video for it. Like I mentioned at the beginning, something that is like just 2 meters long and completely straight. That would be amazing. But as a beginning, this one isn't that bad. I will certainly keep it if I'm done. It won't be thrown away. So I have to be extra careful if I walk towards my own hands. But I think with a sharp blade and some skill this is possible to do. Of course, the file that's available at the bigger model, the Swiss Champ, would be helpful with this. As I said, I will reconsider this. Yeah, it's always a bit of a decision between practicality and preparedness for specific cases. Yep. Life is just good at the moment. Just sitting in this beautiful woods, carving around, just being there. Well, I always thought it's a bit insane. As I mentioned, I read the rules for my competition. Cups are banned, so cups like groin protection. I always thought it's a bit insane to not wear this at training. Most gyms don't do this when training only grappling. They wear no cups. It's forbidden or at least frowned upon. I always thought that's insane, because if you do some knee slide passes, I'm always afraid. I'm always in fear for my balls. But at least some people think it's an advantage. Gives you an advantage when doing an arm bar, and that's probably why it's banned. And yeah, you can really use it to apply uncomfortable pressure when you do MMA. So it is what it is, but I always thought it's insane. Maybe they should develop a bit, a few models that are a bit softer at the outside, so it isn't that much of a problem for the opponent, but you are still protected. Okay. This one doesn't have to go fully away. We keep what this stick is. I just want to really make it nice and smooth. But this includes also cutting at the end 90 degrees against the grain of the wood, and that can be a bit hard and a bit dangerous if you do it wrong. Or I mean, this is dangerous what I do here, but I try to do it as safe as possible. So, getting rid of this last layer of the packaging of this stick. it's the easiest when it's still wet. After it becomes a bit of a hassle. You could also grind it. You could also grind it like this. Also an option, so you don't cut too deep. Come closer and closer to what I imagined for this stick. He is not perfect, but so am I. What do you guys about what do you think about size and skill difference? I mean, and how much do they balance each other? Lately, I rolled with a purple belt woman, and I went in there like it's the fight of my life, like I had to, because I otherwise get completely shut down and controlled the whole round. And I was kind of surprised that I can win this just due to weight and maybe a bit of wrestling advantage. But it felt kind of weird. I thought, okay, I have like 40 or 50 kilos on her, but yeah, she is like 2 belts higher. It should at least, she should be better than me. It felt a bit strange. Maybe I should have acted different in this situation. And yeah, what do you think about it? But jiu-jitsu is next time like tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow. Now maybe I just cut off my stick for a moment. Carving my stick, that sounds wrong. So I really want to preserve the natural form while also enhancing it where it's possible. Okay. I certainly want to keep this one. I will only cut off what is like way too sharp. And I think here I take the saw out again. Maybe that's a good reason why I decided for the cheaper knife, because with the expensive one I wouldn't feel good clapping this back in while it's dirty. Yeah, so we try to saw this off as safe as possible. So works both ways. let it run very freely. I grab a bit more at the back of the grip so I don't get stuck. It's a very common problem when you operate a handsaw. I often had this in carpenter training. When you walk at the wrong angle, it just gets stuck. It's really, it makes it more stressful, more frustrating, but you have to do it very smoothly, then it works. Here we have one end. I will focus a bit on the ends. Now my main concern are these one, to make this as nice and smooth as possible. So I'm really able to grab this staff as freely as possible. I don't want to erase them completely, I just want to make them smooth enough. So maybe, okay, I think they are okay-ish enough. I could, okay, here's, this one needs some work. Here the material has already a bit died and is rotten. It's not a completely fresh stick, it was like halfway broken down. So you could call it more ethically sourced, but as I explained, that's only like a plantation forest. It's not a wildlife park or something. Literally the only reason why this forest exists is because someone wants to make some money out of it. That's it. So I'm not too concerned about that. And I'm still on the lookout for this green areas, to cut them out before they dry out, because then it gets a bit harder to do this. Oh, that's now looks more solid. What about this one? Also do a bit. And what is here? Maybe I want to just give it a bit of a finish like this. That's like a bit of this, like this meme, man finds stick, man happy. it's a peaceful life. I think that's a good format for just freely talking about what I think about the moment. To sharing this with you, we just go stick hunting together. This reminds me of when I was a boy. We had a workshop when there was no school, where we learned how to make Stone Age weapons, and the guy instructing us also had a tool that was just 90-degree edged piece of metal. You could of course also use stone, where you just that you just threw over the wood, and that just made took off material like this. It was very good to finishing something. But yeah, it was a nice thing. You would get straight sticks in the first place by hanging them while they are still wet, or somehow bending them into position, and just leave them like that. You of course had to take the surface area off, and yeah, doing the tip of a spear, you would use, stone would be an option. For horn. What else? Like bones, but also first ideas of metal, and you would attach this to the spear by first you would bind it with some kind of string, but you could also use some kind of glue, which is made out of the, how is it called, the blood of the trees, and also ashes, and from it's pretty securely attached then, and it holds up pretty good. Just thought about this. I mean, if this would be straight enough, that would be a pretty good javelin for a spear launcher, which is then another stick which is hooked in here, and then you have it like this, and you just toss it like this. This gives you some leverage and some additional power and reach. It's really funny to use one of these. By the way, do we want to give this one a tip? I think I will. I think this would break if we toss it a bit around, but we will round this a bit off so it doesn't break. Yeah, but it just comes to my mind that I never did my subscriber special that I promised. I technically now I have the PlayStation 2 and everything for it. But this kind of video just was more important to me at the moment, and it's always so sickening, you know. When I put all in, I do everything, I make a script, I cut around with like 4 different programs and softwares that are maybe also paid for, and then like, okay, 0 views after 2 months or so. It's somehow just this rejection and frustration, and I just wanted to try to film something that I would do anyways, and have a look how this works. We just try this one out, how it flies. Oh, I just hoped that I don't destroy my phone. I hope the shot was worth it. Oh yes, that's a pretty nice stick. That's a pretty nice stick. Some epic loot we crafted today. It also feels very nice, perfectly balanced. As all things should be. So just have to now with our glorious stick manufactured, I just have to take a bit of a break, have a nice drink for a moment. nice meal. It's just beautiful outside here. Of course, I take the paper with me. Don't never leave waste in the woods. That would be absolutely disgusting. Ah, nice, beautiful day. Now we have our legendary stick. Did I take everything with me? Oh yeah, I think so. I have the army knife. I have new stick and my the smartphone obviously records it, so it's also with me. Try just something. Attach this just like this. So I would have liked to record some more for you, but the storage of my iPhone is full. I have to get a new one with more storage space. But we see each other for another stick hunt, and subscribe to the channel. So I tried to use it as a long sword. This failed, but maybe you could use it as a sword and dagger. This in one hand, this in the other. See you. So this one is indeed a pretty nice dagger, stiletto dagger. Do you remember this scene, the sword fight between Jaime Lannister and Ned Stark, where Jaime just pulls out this dagger and sticks it into the eye of Ned's right-hand man? This would be ideal for something like this. What do you think? Just reminded me of this. So I lost the dagger. I tried to toss it in the air like a throwing knife and then parry it with my sword like it's tossed at me. But another idea with something like a bastard sword like this would be half swording, like grabbing in the middle of the blade with which is practically enough, just the same stick as the grip of the sword. So yeah, maybe you could use this one like one of these two-handed stabbing swords from Elden Ring. Yeah, it reminds me pretty much of the one these disciples of the blood gods use. I didn't play this game for like forever. I don't remember the name, to be honest. En garde.